So it is 6 a.m. and we're going to put a roast in the Dutch oven. I got this roast about 6 weeks ago and I found it in the freezer. I totally forgot that I had it. To the roast we're going to add 1 quart of my onion soup mix. This is amazing. So basically it's onion soup, but we're going to add this to the roast. The next thing on the agenda is today is planting pepper seeds. I'll show you what I got and I'll show you how you can plant some too. And it's real frugal. It's these packs of seed starters for $1. And it actually even has a dome lid. So I'm going to use this and some potting soil that I had from last year. So what pepper plants are we going to work on today? Well, I have a lot of different kinds, but of course we're not going to use them all. So tomatoes I plant on March 12th and I'm in the eastern Pennsylvania. So the tomato plants are always planted indoors March 12th. I'm a little bit late to be with these pepper plants, so I'm going to get started here. And these are my tomato plants, and let's get the pepper plants out. Let's get the pepper seeds out. So we're going to try, I do not like any peppers that are very hot. So we're going to go with these that were given to me by a subscriber. We have a pack of some orange peppers. And then of course we're going to go with our traditional just regular peppers. Maybe a few sweet bananas. These are some sweet ones. They're not hot peppers. And maybe a couple of the black Hungarian. Now these seeds are really old. They expired in 2014, so we're going to give it a try. A friend of mine gave me a whole bunch of seeds that she had last year, and some of them are really old. So let's get started in planting some of these pepper seeds. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm using the bottom of the planters to plant the pepper seeds to start. And then once they start producing their second leaf, which is their true leaf, we will put them in individual cells. So I'm going to go ahead and plant them this way. We're going to put the dome lids on top, and then I'll show you my greenhouse. So I just poked some holes in the top of this water bottle, and this is what I'm going to use to water my seeds. So we want to give a really good thorough watering the first time, and then after that you really won't have to water it much as long as the dome lid is on, because it makes its own little mini greenhouse. Now I do not plant a lot of peppers. I really devote a lot of my garden to tomatoes. Tomatoes is really my passion, but peppers are good too. So I'm going to use my last tray, and we're going to use these kind of sweet peppers. Also, you can take a pen and poke little holes, or you can broadcast them. In other words, you can scatter them all through your potting soil, and then you can thin them out. When the true leaves start to form is when I take a small little fork and we will transport these into larger cells. Now I'm putting them rather thickly because they're not going to be staying in here. We reuse all of the dirt, so whatever dirt we don't use here, when we thin them out and we transport them, we reuse the dirt, we reuse the container. Dollar Tree seeds are amazing. You can use them as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and put them in my makeshift greenhouse that I got for very little money. don't make it into Country Living magazine, and it's not so much of a nice decoration, but you're going to be surprised in a matter of 6 weeks how this little greenhouse is going to produce all the plants that I need to live off of this coming summer. And it only cost me $20 because it was on sale at the end of the year. So this little greenhouse, which is meant for being outside, which had a lot of complaints because people said that the wind would knock it over, this little greenhouse is going to be perfect inside the house. And I can't wait to share with you. So I'm going to get working this week on planting some tomatoes and peppers, and I'll show you my progress. So the reason why it's so high is it's actually sitting on that long table, and that gives me a lot more room to have other things. This is going to be totally full here in a matter of a few weeks. So there you go, how you can have a greenhouse inside your house and it doesn't have to cost you very much. I got some bread and it was only $1 for the loaf of it. And what we're going to do is I'm taking some of this. This is the roast that we made, and I added my barbecue sauce to it. So we're going to heat this up and we're going to make a hot roast beef sandwich. There you go. I'm going to heat this up, and then we're going to add some lettuce and some tomatoes to it. And this is going to be a quick meal that's maybe not the most frugal, but for $10, look how much I'm getting. This is $10 worth of meat, and this is going to give me quite a few meals. And so I'm going to share with you when I make the meals using this. What all tomatoes on it, lettuce, yum yum, and maybe a little bit of my pickle relish. And there we have an amazing sandwich, just like at a sub shop, and it's going to give me a lot of meals. I hope you have a great Wednesday, and I hope you enjoyed me working on my pepper seeds and my greenhouse, and I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Fanny's Diary. We're on February 27th, 1943, and Fanny writes, "Today I finished the dress for Marion." Alright, so you see my tomato in the air garden. I love the air garden, but I'm going to do something different. The air garden takes electricity, and really I'm trying to save money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert the air garden into a regular planter. Now, I love to have the LED lights. That's great for starting seeds. So we're going to keep the LED lights. We're going to keep it, but I'm going to do something very different. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off the LED lights. And we're going to somewhat dismantle this. Alright, so the LED lights are taken off of it. I'm actually going to turn this into a regular planter. I know, a lot of you are going to be like, why are you doing that? Well, it takes electricity, and I don't have any extra electricity to give right now. So what we're going to do is, all of this, we're going to plant this in dirt, and we're going to see if I can actually have tomatoes here without having the electricity.